What's up, YouTube? My name is Abel. This is Able to Cycle. I'm on the 2019 Trek Xcaliber 1-year review. So let's get into it. So my name is Abel. This is my mountain bike, the Trek Xcaliber 2019. It is the Trek Xcaliber 8. They make the 7, 8, and 9 Excalibur versions. This one's the 8. This one comes with the tubeless ready wheels, and that's why I got this one. My wheels that I'm running on here right now are Maxxis, but let's rewind this back a little bit. Okay, so I bought this bike in February of 2019, which is still this year, 2019. And I think I'm ready now to do my year review of this bike, and I wanted to do it. Now, first, when I got this bike, it was completely stock. So I rode this entire bike stock for the entire year. I barely picked up the first Maxxis tire about a month ago. And when I did that, I rode the stock tires with just the upgraded front tire, made the bike a lot faster and a lot quicker. Today, I actually went out and upgraded the back tire, which I went with the Maxxis Ardent for the back, and I upgraded the grips. So now my bike is looking like the way I like, and it looks really great. And I like that skin wall in the back, all black in the front. I think it's very sick. So anyway, for the review I'm talking about, my bike has been completely stock. So I just want you to know that I had the all black grips on the front, the handlebars, and I had the XR2. It was 29 inch by 2.20 on the front and the back. And this bike has rode like a dream. So this bike is, for me, it's very super fast. When I first started mountain biking, I was 185 pounds. Now I am at 145, 148-ish right now, just because I'm getting over injury. I was hit by a car riding my road bike, so I'm barely getting back into it. But since I've dropped that 40 pounds, this bike is super fast. This bike comes with brakes that run on mineral oil. So it uses the Shimano mineral oil and the disc brakes. So with that, these brakes are freaking great. I like the way the bike rides with these brakes. Some people have complained and said that the brakes are very low quality. But to me, man, I think the brakes are awesome. For a mountain bike, I like disc brakes. I think they're pretty sick. So that's what I would stay with. The saddle is freaking awesome. So I know you can upgrade your saddles, but honestly, I like this saddle here. It's the Bontrager Arvada, and that's what comes with the bike. If you buy the saddle alone, it's $80. So it's a very good saddle. It's like less than $80. So it's a very good saddle. It's not, it ain't no lightweight. So I think the saddle is perfect. So if you buy this bike, level out your saddle, get it your measurements in order, and give it a try before you upgrade your saddle, because I really think this is a great saddle, and I have that on my road bike. So the XR2 tires that came with the bike rode very good. I've just upgraded to the Maxxis Ardent, so I don't know how it's going to run, but those tires ran good. I keep my air pressure about 28 and 30 in both tires, and they did pretty good for the entire year. I only had one flat, and that's because I left it sitting in my garage for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, for just a quick moment, and the back tire went flat. But other than that, I never had no problems with the tires. Upgrades on the bike was I changed the handlebars, changed the tires, and right out the gate, I went ahead and changed to some flats. I did the Expedo Spry pedals, and these are actually super light, and they are flats, good grip, and so that shaved weight off the bike as well. It's a 2x10. What more do you want? It's a 2x10 speed, runs great, has the Shimano derailleur in the back, which from reviews it's a pretty good derailleur, and then it has the race face crank. And I've done my research, and it's pretty much what I came across. If I read it right, it's just a level entry crank, but it is race face, so at least you got a little bit of flashiness to it. and the derailleur works really good. I had it hit really good one time, and looks like it's running fixed. Never had an issue with it, so runs great. And yeah, so I went with the skin walls. So I just like the way this looks in the back of the bike. So I just like the way it looks. And let me see, what else can I talk about real quick if you're curious to know. Oh yeah, the geometry. Okay, let's be honest. A lot of people do not like 29s because they say 29s look ugly, or they make fun of the big wheels. When I first started riding bikes, I couldn't tell the difference between a 29 and a 27. My first mountain bike was a 26-inch, so I really couldn't tell the difference. But after riding it for a year, I see the differences between a 27.5 and a 29. I can't feel the difference because I've never rode one, but I see the differences. And 27.5 bikes look pretty freaking cool, man. They do. So I'm not going to knock you, man, whatever wheel size you ride, but I've heard that, you know, people don't like 29-inch. They say they're gay bikes or stupid looking bikes or whatever. But I like this bike. It's an XC bike, so I use this for XC and trail. I'm still working on trying to get into my first race. Don't know if that's going to happen yet. Probably not for a while, but still, that's a goal. And the frame of this bike is great. I think it adds great stability, and buying this bike is a total upgrade. So if you are new to mountain biking, I would seriously consider this bike just because of the frame. It's more stable, more balanced. There are a couple of instances where I should have bit the dirt, eat some rocks, chew some sand, but thanks to the XR2 stock wheels and the frame, this bike kept me up in the air and kept me moving and kept me sliding through the dirt, and freaking I never crashed. So this bike is freaking awesome, and that's all I can say. So once again, my name is Abel, and hopefully you're able to cycle too. I am not a expert or a professional. I'm not even an amateur. So this is my bike. I like this bike a whole lot. This is my most expensive bike that I owned, and I've just really, every time I ride this bike, I fall in love with it. So I think it's a great bike. And it's an XC bike. I don't think it's a bike that would be good for doing tricks and stuff like that. Like if you're looking for a bike to do tricks and stuff, I don't think this is that bike because it's an XC bike. But I do think it's a good trail bike. If you want to have fun, do some crazy climbs, some very steep climbs, and go down, you're going to have a blast. I like climbing on this bike. This bike climbs great. And the fork, I think is awesome. So I think the fork is great. It runs on air, and I got the rebound set to the middle. I got it customized to my weight, and it's just been super cool, super fast. So, and it has the lockout too. So yeah, I went over a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's because I just wanted to put a little extra on it. So hopefully, anyway, I thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.